Hello everybody. Today the geometry. Lesson today is triangles, congruence. If I can recognize congruence figures and their corresponding parts. And I can prove triangles congruent using 4 conditions or 4 cases. SSS, side, 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 or SES, side, angle, side, and the angle between the two sides, or ASA, angle, side, angle, and side between the two angles, and AES, angle, angle, side, two angles and side opposite to angle and corresponding to another triangle. Corresponding parts. What is the meaning? If all 6 pairs of corresponding parts, sides and angles are congruent, then I will say that triangles are congruent. For example, AB congruent to ED, okay, and BC congruent to EF, and AC congruent to DF, okay, in the opposite figure, and angle A congruent to angle D, and angle B congruent to angle E. Last, the angle C is congruent to angle F. Then we will say AB equal DE, then congruent, and BC equal EF, then congruent, and EC equal DF, and congruent, and measure angle A equal measure angle D, they are congruent. Measure angle B equal measure angle E, they are congruent, and measure angle C equal measure angle F. Then we say 2 triangles are congruent. Do you need all 6 elements? No. Sides and angles? No. Never. I will need just cases, side, 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 or side, angle, side, or angle, side, angle, or angle, angle, side, or right hypotenuse side. The first case is side, 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 SSS. Okay, I have 2 triangles. For example, AB congruent DE, then AB equal DE. Number 2, BC congruent to FE or EF, then BC equal EF. Number 3, AC congruent to DF, then AC equal DF. So we can say that 2 triangles ABC and triangles DEF are congruent. Now, meaning include the angle of the case side, angle, side. Okay? The angle between 2 sides include 2 sides. For example, triangle JHG. Okay? 2 sides HG equal GJ. Then the angle include between 2 sides G, angle G. Next example, the angle triangle JHG. Okay, a triangle, I have 2 sides, JH and JG. The angle include the 2 sides, the angle G. Okay, number 3, JH equal GH and HG 2 sides. Then the angle H include 2 sides. Then angle H. Okay. Follow of case. The angle included 2 sides. Side, angle, side, SES. For example, AB congruent to DE. Then AB equal DE. And angle E congruent to angle D. Then measure angle A equal measure angle D. Next, AC congruent to DF, then AC equal DF. We see the angle A and angle D include two sides. Then the result, two triangles are congruent. ABC congruent to triangle DEF. Second, include side, the side between the two angles. First triangle, GI is the side between two angles, G and I. Second triangle, HI is the side between the two angles, H and I. Third triangle, GH is the side between the two angles, H and G. Follow the side between the two angles, angle, side, angle. Third case. Okay, for example, angle A congruent to angle D, then measure angle A equal measure angle D. Next, AB congruent to DE, then AB equal DE. Next, angle B congruent to angle E, then measure angle B congruent equal to measure angle E. So we see the side include two angles. Then the two triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC congruent triangle DEF. The fourth case, angle side. Side is not included between two angles. For example, two triangles ABC and EFD. Angle E congruent to angle D, then measure angle E equal measure angle E. Next, angle B congruent to angle E, then measure angle B equal measure angle E. Next, BC congruent to EF, then BC equal EF. We observe the side not include between two angles, but the side BC of one triangle opposite to angle A is congruent to the corresponding side EF of another triangle opposite to angle D. So the two triangles are congruent. The triangle EC congruent to triangle DEF. For example, two triangles ABD and triangle ECD. Prove that two triangles are congruent. Number one, DE is a common side, then side. Number two, measure angle CDE equal measure angle BDA. It's angle. Number three, BD equal CD. It's a side. Then two triangle EDB congruent triangle ADC. So AB congruent to EC and measure angle CAD equal measure angle BED and measure angle C equal measure angle B. The case is side angle side. Next example, prove that two triangles are congruent. Number one, BQ is common side, it's a side. Number two, RP equal OS, it's a hypotenuse because the triangle is right angle triangle. Number three, measure angle SPO equal measure angle POR equal 90 degree, it's right angle. Then two triangle POR congruent to the triangle POS. Then PS congruent to RO and measure angle POS equal measure angle OPR. The last, measure angle S equal measure angle R. Then the case is right hypotenuse side. It's a special case of cases. For example, in the opposite figure, C is the midpoint of BD and AC perpendicular to BD, and AB equal 5 centimeter, and measure angle B equal 57 degree. Find the length of ED and measure angle DAC. We have angle is right, and we have two sides are equal, and we have the side is common. Then side, angle, side, not right hypotenuse side. I haven't hypotenuse side are equal into triangle. Then in a triangle ECD, a triangle ECB, AC is common side and CB congruent to CD, and measure angle ACB equal measure angle ECD equal 90 degree. Then side, angle, side. Then to triangle ACD congruent to triangle ACB. So AB equal AD equal 5 centimeter, and measure angle B equal measure angle D equal 57 degree, and measure angle DAC equal 180 degree minus 57 degree minus 90 degree equal 33 degree, because sum of measure of interior angle triangle equal 180 degree. Thank you.